Hello there, and welcome to this episode of A Tiny Dot in Space, where I explore the world on GeoGuessr, doing it one state, one area, one territory, one county, one governorate, whatever they call the first level of subdivisions of the countries on planet Earth at a time. And I explore this on GeoGuessr, and my objective is, well, hopefully have a little bit of fun, and see places I've never been to and probably will never go to, and try to play a game of 25,000 points. That's a perfect game of 5 rounds on GeoGuessr in whatever area I'm playing at any given time. So today we're going to Turkey, and we're going to the Ağrı. That's supposedly how it's pronounced, region, although you could also call it Agri. So, but I'll try to call it Ağrı. At least that's what the pronunciation guide I found tells me. So Ağrı sits here right up against Iran, and except for this tiny matter of the Idir, or something like that, province, we are right next to Armenia as well. So Ağrı has, roughly 500,000 people, so 2022. Covers 11,500 square kilometers, and the capital is, well, that's usually the case in Turkey, that the capital is the city of Ağrı, which sits down here in the middle of the province, and has about a fifth of the population, or a quarter even, 120,000. So yeah, or a fifth, that would be a bit, 120,000. Think about it. Oh, that makes a quarter. Sorry about that. Almost. Anyways, so sits here in the east of Turkey, and I have played this area previously in my previous episode, and I have included the regions that I failed to do 25,000 points. Well, did I say previous episode? I meant previous series. I've included the regions I failed to do 25,000 points in that series, but I like with England and France, I felt that Turkey was given short shrift in that series. So I decided to go for all the regions in either of those countries instead of just the larger statistical basically statistical regions. So I'm going to do all the regions of Turkey, all the regions of France, and all the regions of our counties, that is. And what administrative units of England. Okay, so that is out of the way. So we're going to go to Ağrı region, and I think we can expect a bit of everything, or at least this makes it a little easier to navigate. Just going to copy this thing into a safe place, and let's see, rather. Okay, let's go. Okay, all is not lost, particularly if that road is visible. And, well, that is different sort of landscape. We haven't seen anything like this in a while. And rather colorful little camp, or rather little farm we got going on here. Yeah, I didn't expect this. This could go on for some time. But I guess going downwards will be a good idea. Oh, looks like we got a small village down here. Definitely grazing territory. It's like been grazed all the way up to the top by these fellas. The sheep. Yeah, this is an actual village. Let's see if it comes with a sign. Probably not on this side, but maybe on the other side. We are crossing a stream, and we got asphalt. That is promising. That is what we like to see. Even if we don't find the name of this village right away, at least asphalt is a promise of things, better things to come. We can hope. Now let's see. Still fighting the back end of a bout of flu, so there might be some coughing on the way. I apologize for that in advance. I've tried to open the airways with a shot of aquavit before this, but I don't know if that will do my playing any good. But okay, we got some decent standard asphalt here. That's good. Well, it's usually always decent in Turkey, but this is an area of Turkey where I guess it can get pretty cool in winter, and that comes with its own little raft of challenges for asphalt roads, or any roads with a firm surface. But I guess this area is dry enough for it not to be a massive problem. Let's see, I guess he's taking care of the grass they've cut here. Or overseeing the fetching and transportation of it, maybe. Let's see. Yeah, this is good grazing land. That's for sure. And hopefully they will get some decent grass/hay out of it in order to feed the livestock during the winter and the early spring months. I think we got a fair bit of elevation in this area. I'm going to have to really check that up, but we are not that far away from Mount Ararat, which I believe, if I can remember correctly, is the tallest one in Turkey, and that is, can't quite recall. I think it's about the 5,000 meter mark. Okay, so we got another little village here. What they all both have in common. Well, this one actually has something that looks like a closed-down shop, at least, or it might even be. No, that's not not operating. So let's see. Do you have a general store or anything in here? Sign on the bridge. What does it say? Tashkent sisine girmek tehlikeli ve yasaktir. I have no idea what that means. Maybe something about being prone to flooding. That's pure guesswork. But is this the same here? So why not? Unfortunately, that doesn't tell me where I am. So we might be at this for a good while, and now we have an issue. Where do we go? Ik düz meydan. These buildings work. Look north, northeast. Yeah. And there's a road off to the side like so. To the southeast, yes. Okay, so we came... Well, not that. Wait, we did go through a little community first, didn't we? So I wonder if we were up here. If this might have been a cluster of houses we started at. And that means I am royally done for. Unless... let's say that's 3. And it's got to be that one. So 1, 2, 3. About here. Let's see. No. I would rather say that way here. Given that the road turns a little bit like so over here. And it curves back the opposite way. Also, excuse me. Don't particularly like what I see. I'll just be that honest. Let's see, is there a small house here? Apparently this is this one. The one we're looking at here, but this is not a small building, is it? But then we have these buildings and that building, and those do fit. As does this bend, I believe. Let's see. Yeah, so then we're gonna go like so. Pretty straight northwards till we get to this corner. And then we're gonna be down in Ukaridomanli. This is a tough one. This is a very tough one. So this bend here is supposed to be that one. Or it could even be that one. And then the next bend is this one. No, it's here. It's so vague that you can barely see it. Yeah, that's there. So let's see. So let's see, I'm a bend to the left. That's this one. And then I'm a bend to the right, which is that one. Then we do another little bend to the... no. The other little bend to the right is down here. Hoo-hoo. And there's a question of misalignment. I want to say I'm here. That doesn't work with the road. Because the road says I'm about here. Let's go with that. Well, that could be worse. Oh, almost looks like we're in the same area again. For all I know, we are. Except we don't have those tall mountains. Not these hills to the southeast here. A very particular mound on the top of that one. Let's see, and the road goes up like so. Okay. Dorukbashi. Okay, let's give this one the same treatment. Dorukbashi. Let's see if it's the Dorukbashi. Dorukbashi. Not at that level of zoom. Okay, then we go to this level of zoom. Yeah, that will do. Let's see. Dorukbashi. Except that I don't know how far this landscape extends. I would be looking sort of in the same area again. But that might be a mistake. Basilar. We want Dorukbashi. If that's how I pronounce the S with the little thingy. Dorukbashi. Do we see any Dorukbashi here? Can't say I do. Dorukbashi. Come on. Reveal yourself. Well, that was a disappointment. Gonna give it a quick cursory look this time. Because I don't want to spend the game scouring the map like this. That's the most tedious way to play. Yeah. Bugger that. Let's see. Can we find a hard surface in Dorukbashi? Well, of sorts. Yeah, it's definitely asphalt. And we're going west, and wow, that is one straight piece of road. Cattle, and not a trace of a settlement to be seen. Okay, so Dorukbashi is a small place. Then it's called Dorukdibi. Okay. Why? Is it Doruk you enter from the west, Doruk you enter from the east? I don't know. That's just me making guesses. But I think I might want to climb that mountain at the back of Dorukbashi, Dorukdibi, whatever it's called, instead of racing endlessly down this plain. Let's see, there are some communities following the bluffs over there, so I think I'll go for this instead. But wow, imagine the wind in this landscape. There's miles to just get some speed going and then just hurl itself down the mountainsides here. It's got to be fierce in the winters. And the summers as well, I guess. Yeah, let's see what the road does here then. That's an interesting crossroads. That's quite the imposing mosque for a location like that. But okay, let's go on. Okay, so we're going to climb up this mountain. And hopefully there will be something on the other side. Except that this is a dead end. Oh my word. Right, okay, well, beggars can't be choosers. We only have one choice, and that is to go west. Apparently life is peaceful there. According to the Pet Shop Boys. So yeah, this will take the time it takes. Okay, and we're just gonna do like so, and hit the enter key. And I should just see if we wind up seeing anything on the way. Oh, hang on. That's always fun. Oh no. Okay, well, that severely limits my choices. And okay, well, that just means that we have one thing left to do. And that is to find Doruk Basi Doruk Dibi by looking at the map. And I just want to confirm that it was Doruk Dibi and not some other figment of my imagination. No, it is Doruk Dibi. Okay, let's complete this. Oh, Erdogan. Doruk Dibi. Doruk Basi. So, gotta be patient with this one. Also gonna have a little look down here again. Nope. Nope. This area looks too mountainous. So what could this be? Yeah, that's a bit of a mystery so far. But we shall find it eventually. Question is just where? Okay, so let's think a bit. Well, it's no thinking, just look. Doruk DB. Okay, and down here again. Dick Beak. Oh. Taipinari. Doruk DB. Here we go. So this is actually a highway. Okay. Well, I never saw that, but this must be the place, and we were there. Well, that one just popped up right out of the blue, but I am not gonna be picky about that. Good. Huh. There's pretty much one word that leaps to mind about these places, and that is stark. What's this place then? Balaluk. We got mountains, huge ones to the north, and the east, and the south. And Balaluk looks like a larger place. Balaluk. So maybe at this level of zoom, what I would. Oh, that was close. Balikso, but not Baloluk. I would. This area could be a good one. Let's see, so we got huge mountains to the north and the northwest. So it could be over here, but here we don't have mountains. So we got mountains to all three sides except to the southwest. and west. So where would that put us? Still like this area here. Like somewhere in this area, maybe? Could actually be around here. Or this area, which we're not. But yeah, huge mountains to the north. Like the idea of being somewhere around here. But it does look like the map. This is Baloluk. Okay, let's have a look in town. Maybe there's a crossroads here. You never know. Or there might be a dead end. That's starting to get a little annoying. Okay, well, at least we have a name. And this looks like a huge market or something. Or are they constructing new houses? It kind of looks like the latter. So Baloluk is getting a major upgrade if this building project is still happening. Or I know there's a fair few construction scandals in Turkey and of mass construction and then construction halting because of fraud or misinterpreted statistics, etc. And this is really this is a weird one. Coming up in another community over here, and just look at all these houses that are halfway finished. So yeah, at the start I thought these could be like market stalls. But yeah, when you see all of these, and they're all at the same level of halfway there. It's got to have been something that happened here. There's more of it. What on earth is going on here? So all of this is being built here, so that is obviously as an extension of Ağrı. But still, well. Okay, and we're just outside the first houses of Baloluk. And then the question is this that road? We have some buildings. We have a cemetery. And let's see, how far could I go here? Okay, that was as far as we could. Yeah, what I don't like is a lack of a lot of houses here. But I think that might be that one. Let's see now. And so, in that case, let's see. So we're just ahead of that one. We have passed these two little things and that building over there. Right. So that means we are looking slightly north of this road. Sweet. Not so sweet. At least the weather is nice. Okay. Looks like we come from over there, but no way there is going to be a city hiding down in the little hollow there. Nope, I was right about that. Lots of green stuff going on over there. Maybe a town in the dip ahead of those hills. But oh my, if I am able to ace this one, that's going to be a bit of a shocker. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. It's a bit like playing Mongolia, but with places that are actually possible to find. And, well, we just found a place. Oh, excuse me. This looks so remote, like will there even be a sign telling me the name of this place? This is something else. This is indeed something else. Ooh. Okay, let's hope that we can go on. Be careful what you wish for. Well, there's no name on the of that community, and I have a feeling that this. Yeah. Okay. What on earth? I mean, I won't say that I'm speechless, but it's definitely one of a kind, this province. There might be others like it in Turkey, but this is by far the most remote and desolate. No, we're not going to say desolate because it isn't, but it's by far the most remote and uninhabited area of Turkey that I have yet to play. Well, oh, so look, something over there. We might not be going in that direction for all I know, because we're going to climb up this little hill here. And then we're going to have all of Ağrı. No, we're not. Come on, move. Oh, that's it. No. Oh, thank goodness me. Well, that was a brief, scary moment. Okay, so we're going to put down a checkpoint here. Got some decent mountains over to the west. And it looks like some yurts and stuff. I mean, going eastwards is generally taking us further into the wilderness, I think, but that looks like a fair-sized village over there. So let's see. Well, if we could just get there. Which we can't. Bummer. Well, this could be a nasty one if I wind up with a dead end in this direction as well. Because then I'm really gonna be up a certain filthy waterway with a broken propulsion instrument in an incontinent vessel. Let's see now. We have a name. Yatirli. Okay, so let's see what we got here. So we have this road, which kind of looks like that intersection that was in that little village we just were in. And this intersection looks a lot like the one that I had my checkpoint in, doesn't it? So the question now is, are we actually right, so almost right here on the border between Ağrı and Van? Now let's see. South. North. We're actually looking at the northeast here. So if I am right, we could be around here somewhere. Let's see how that works. Or maybe around here. If I'm right here, the road goes straight north. That works very nicely. Yes, northwesterly. I like that. Oh, you sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. Yes. I got you now. Okay, so we're on this road, somewhere here. Now, the question is, which bend? So we've got a bend to the right, a bend to the left, bend to the right, and a quick bend to the left. Let's see. Bend to the left, and so it's two in either direction. Bend to the right. Let's see now. Bend to the left, bend to the right, bend to the right, yeah. Then we're going to have a bend to the left. Yeah. The question is, where did we start? I think this must be this one. One more time, bend to the right, bend to the left, bend to the right, bend to the left. So that's 1, 2, 3, and we're on this one. Ooh. I should be around here then. No. No. I should be around here. This is another one of those that's very easily missable. It's gonna be so miserable if I lose this one. Yeah, actually, I think it's more correct to say that I'm over here. And we're out of the bend. We're heading northeast. Here we're in the bend, and we're going around the bend. Still haven't got past the north. Now we are on the north point, so now we're down here. Ooh, I so want to get this one right. Let's do it. I'm gonna say with that, I might be off by 30 meters, but... Dude. And now watch me mess this one up. That would be so typical. Okay, so we're in an actual town. Oh my goodness me. That is such a relief. And we're on the main strip through town as well. I can't even start to tell you what massive relief I'm feeling about that, because this has been a tough one. Yes, I've only played for an hour, 4 minutes, but it feels like an absolute age. I got Uzkaya, whatever that is. Kind of had a look of a hotel, but I don't think that's it. Alcan Market, let's see, we go northwest. Now I totally lost track of which way I was going. Did I go northwest in the outset? Well, we'll find out eventually. This is a proper highway. Oh, it could be an Ağrı. Ağrı. Something blue on the side there, but that was probably just that tarp. Now we can't go any further. This is starting to be... Just when we're approaching something I want to see. And this is starting to become a disturbingly familiar theme here. Mountains to the northwest. Okay, so northwest was not giving me what I wanted, so then we go south instead. Ah. Malazgirt and Mush. Let's see, Mush is over here. Malazgirt is here. So we could be in Patnos. Excuse me. And there's more here. We're not in Ağrı. We got to go to Etsish. And Van is over there. Ağrı. That's hard. Given that we can't say Patnos here. Bitlis. I think Malazgirt is the telling one. So let's see. So this goes to the northeast. And that's a little weird, but yeah, that still works. That still works. So because that could well be this road. Let's see. And it does curve. And the intersection is like that. DR Market. If we can, oh, the Kayakedish, this market thingy looks like it's out of business. There's a house there that looks very much like that. And we got a mosque. That must be that one. Okay, I think we got it now. So we are up about here somewhere. Ooh. Okay, we haven't quite made it to the bend yet. Supposed to be a road. Is this the road that goes into the side? That looks promising indeed, doesn't it? Those buildings there. Those. That is that thing there. And this is quite likely that. And this would be that, and that would be that. Yeah, most of the stuff matches up. Let's see if we got a road going off to the side. Down here-ish. We do. Just a shame that thing is closed, but there should be a road going off to the opposite side here. Slightly staggered, yes. There. Cool. Okay, so that means I'm here. Ta-da! That one was an absolute beast. And this? Oh man. That... Well, I did see the mountains over there. And then I started seeing this, or rather I started seeing this thing. I know we're over in the next region, but I didn't really find anything within that much what I saw. And then there was this construction madness going on here. That's one of the weirder ones, but actually managed to 25k. That is, ooh. Yep, I can dig that. So, yep. That is it for Ağrı. And, well, you won't be seeing Ağrı again in Ağrı. That would be more like you won't see Ağrı again in this series. So, wave goodbye to it while you can. And I'm glad that you're still with me here on a tiny dot in space. And I hope you'll join me for the next episode when it's up. Until then, bye-bye.